So here's a plan view of what I've done so far, and now I'm going to define the area that form the boundaries of the space. So on the north side, it's going to be these offices. I'm going to move rather quickly here because I'm assuming we all understand how to model this stuff. So here's a wall. That forms the boundary of those rooms. So that's actually going to go a little further down. So I'm going to take that edge and move it till it intersects. Let's hold down, lock the red axis in place. Intersects that column somewhere, right? So that wall, if I select this and extrude it 12 feet, it's going to form that wall, right? I'm going to continue to do this and then select them all and move them all together. Let me just undo that, go back to my top view. And continue to outline the wall area. I'm going to select this rectangle tool and do it in 2D. There's the wall. The wall continues back here. The walls continue. Well, this is irregular, so that space is actually some of the space under consideration. So I'm going to outline that in a drawing. Basically, draw. I think we modeled that column. Let's go to here. Lock that down. Stop there. Continue in this direction. Continue in that direction. Continue. I believe that wall exists. There's a danger of modeling when you have columns. See that geometry snap to those columns. Let's turn off the columns for now. Thought I put them on columns. It wasn't tagged, so let's put them on the column there. So visibility is off. Those lines we don't need. This is what happens. Okay. Now I'm going to hide the columns and continue to draw the outline of those walls. We'll need to connect this up, don't we? Yeah. And we're going to draw the inside face of those walls. Alright, so remember, it's negative. It isn't that we want, but it's the wall space at the perimeter. Which is not quite a closed shape yet, so we have to continue drawing. There we go. Let's remove the inside. So I'm creating the boundaries, the interior space. This is still being done within this group, so I should probably take all of this stuff and take it outside of the group. So let's select that geometry, cut it to the clipboard, and just close this group. So and then edit, paste in place. So this is going to be its own set of lines. Let me see if I can emphasize it. If I turn off the CAD underlay, you can see that I have the outline of those walls. And I'm going to continue drawing now. That office, boundary. That's a boundary. Continue drawing until we meet. Okay. So that's part of that boundary too. What else is fixed? These offices here are remaining, so I need to outline those shapes as well. Let's start by doing the east-west in there, and north-south. Gotta be careful with this 3D stuff, so let's turn off the exterior walls. Let's turn off the CAD underlay. Make sure all that's flat. Okay, turn back on the CAD underlay. Draw a rectangle, forms that. Rectangle forms that wall boundary. Okay, so those are all walls that form the interior walls that are not to be moved or occupied. I have to do this as well. Right? For all intents and purposes, I'm just going to go to there. This is the boardroom. That's off limits. Well, we have to draw the boundary. Yeah, we have to draw the boundary of this area to this, the current faculty lounge. So let's continue to draw, beginning here to there, there, to there, there to there. This is oblique to us, so we'll have to draw that shape with lines, with line work. That's actually a planter, so, well, let's go to there. It's probably a column. Okay. This is going to continue to there, inside face of that. I think we can safely stop there. Let's see what we got so far. Turn off the cat underlay. That needs to be continuous, so let's connect up. Maybe that's a column. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's see what we have. Let's clean up this geometry. I'm going to cheat a little bit and just connect these guys together. I'm basically just creating one continuous entity that we can extrude because we're not including the areas bounded by these interior walls. I'm trying to keep these to 15-minute videos. Okay, and these, just removing these shapes that are going to mess up our continuity. we're pretty good now. Yeah, that's all one. So that's 12 feet. Do the same for those. Same for that. Same for that. I think we're in pretty good shape. Right. Let's turn back on the. Oh, okay, so we don't forget. Let's select all of this, make it a group, and create a layer, walls, interior. And move that to that layer. So there are interior walls. There are the exterior walls. Remember, the windows were included in that. There's our columns. Right? And if we were to model our ceiling as a floor, that's where it would be. But we know there are ceilings that exist below that area, so we're going to have to deal with that. That's going to be quite a bit of work. We'll have to deal with that later. If we put this in X-ray mode, you can see what we've modeled so far.